Coming up on UT 10 News, students hit the runway for one of UT's longest running traditions.
And how a new program will help UT students save big bucks.
Plus, Zach Gogol takes us to Shadow Valley as the women's tennis team look to continue its 5-game winning streak as they went head-to-head with Detroit Mercy. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Madison Humphrey.
And I'm Kenny Cruz. Models took guests back to the future at the 49th Annual Black Student Union Fashion Show Friday night.
That's right, Kenny. UT 10's Rosalind Wickham joins us with more on how this year's exhibition paid tribute to the evolution of Black American pop culture.
Madison and Kenny, the Student Union Auditorium was filled with lights, laughs, and the stylish looks of the past 60 years.
Comedian and UT alum Desmond Smith hosted the show and humored more than 200 guests with his jokes. The show kicked off with retro fashion and music from the 1950s and concluded with models wearing 21st century styles. Events coordinator Michaela Pullen says clothes were sponsored by stores such as the Goodwill and H&M, as well as UT student designers Tyler Jones and Kanisha Masufa. While all models were behind the curtains, student hip-hop artists and dancers performed. Junior Kawan Willis and freshman Justin Cook were each awarded a $1,000 scholarship. The event encouraged some students to stay involved with the organization.
I will definitely probably be back at the BSU again. I like networking with people.
The theme for next year's fashion show will be announced this April. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Rosalind. And Toledo Mayor Wade Kapsakavich delivered his State of the City address last Thursday, and he had some big news for UT.
As Katie Zieber reports, exciting things are in store for the university.
In the Ohio Theater, the mayor told the public, city council, and the chief of police and fire his plan for the city. Mayor Kapsakavich says successful cities partner with good organizations, and that's why he's so excited to announce UT's innovation project with the city.
I'm happy tonight to announce an initiative that we're calling the Innovation Partnership with the University of Toledo.
The mayor says he hopes to use this UT Innovation Project to find out where the city's resources are needed the most.
Working with the university's Transportation Systems Research Laboratory, we are going to better assess our street conditions and where the hotspots are. We have goals of more LED lights, advanced monitors on water meters, free Wi-Fi everywhere, and that's just the beginning.
The mayor is also working to have a better flow of communication between the city and its citizens. Katie Zieber for UT 10 News.
5-time Grammy Award-winning pianist Billy Childs played at UT Center for Performing Arts last Wednesday. Childs' performance helped raise money for the Department of Music's annual Art Tatum Memorial Jazz Scholarship. Proceeds were awarded to eligible African-American students. The department confirmed more than 80 people bought tickets this year.
I believe that from this day on, if we continue to bring in more artists like that, we'll bring more awareness to this school and hopefully attract more students.
Childs' recent Grammy success for Best Instrumental Jazz Album attracted jazz lovers of all ages.
There's a new program available to UT students that will allow them to buy digital course materials at a lower cost. This inclusive access program lets students pay for textbooks as part of their tuition. Students enrolled in certain courses will have access to the materials on the first day of class and save up to $300 per textbook.
We want students to pay less and get the same service, so this is extremely important.
The program will launch this fall in the College of Business and Innovation and the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. And an economics professor here at the University of Toledo is accepting an honorable position.
That's right, Madison. UT 10's Taylor Haney has the details.
Dr. Olubenga Ajilore is an associate professor of public economics here at UT. He was recently named president of the National Economic Association. The organization is open to professional and graduate students within the field of economics.
Has about 200 members across the nation. They have a journal, the Review of a Black Political Economy, promotes the African American community economists.
Aside from his new position as president, he teaches several courses in economics. They include principal, intermediate, math, and microeconomics. The faculty is excited about what new things his accomplishment will bring the department.
It's great for him, but it's a great promotion of our department as well, that he has impressed his own colleagues in his area of research that they have elected him.
Dr. Ajilore is away on a year-long sabbatical in Washington, D.C. He is set to return next spring. I'm Taylor Haney for UT10 News.
Thanks, Taylor. For the past 15 years, UT's College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics has kicked off weekends with Saturday morning science. Students had the chance to learn about the importance of healthy eating this past weekend in Wolf Hall.
We try to hit lots of different science topics, mostly looking for things that'll be of interest to the general public.
The next lecture will take place on March 17th in Wolf Hall. Its focus, how plants communicate with one another.
UT is continuing its effort to unify both international and domestic students. That's why it hosted International Night before the women's basketball game last Thursday. Students were invited to come early for pizza, games, and camaraderie.
I've seen lots of people in UT, not only from America, but also from like the other parts of the world, like including the Asian and some guys from Europe.
The Rockets have a tradition of recruiting international players. The women's basketball team has players from 6 different countries, according to the team's website.
I'm Zach Gogol, and this is your UT10 Sports Report. The men's basketball team took on Central Michigan, and the women took on Ball State. But first, the women's tennis team took on the Detroit Mercy Titans at home on Friday. The Rockets, they knew they needed redemption from last year's defeat. UT got off to a hot start, winning the first doubles match 6-2, led by Sydney Hook and Coco Czachowski. Rockets would go on to sweep doubles competition 3-0. In singles play, Mimi Kendall-Woolsey was the match of the day with her hard-fought comeback victory over Jasmine Apati. Along with Kendall Woolsey, Colleen O'Brien, and Claire Alec also picked up victories in singles matches. Rockets would go on to win 6-1.
Years, especially last year, we had a lot of growing pains going on last year, and I think as coaches you always hope you're going to learn from those and be able to play in those pressure moments. So I think it's more of like a learning curve.
This is the Rockets' 6th straight victory as they continue their dominance early in the season. See them on the court March 6th as they travel to Cal State Fullerton. To Savage Arena, the Rockets men took on Central Michigan Friday night. The Rockets jumped out to an 8-0 lead very early and never looked back. Everything was clicking as the Rockets shot 60% from the field in the first half and collected 17 rebounds along the way. Jalen Sanford had the hot hand leading early, the team with 12 points at halftime. In the second half, the Chippewas cut the deficit to 4, but strong play inside the paint from Tayshaun Fletcher and clutch shots from Nate Navigato would not allow the Chippewas to take the second half lead. Rockets win 89-76 for their 20th win of the season.
20 wins at our level is like 25 in the Big Ten because we don't have the guaranteed games that they get and all the home games that they get. So for us to win 20 games, it's good for our program.
Catch the Rockets in action tonight at 8 o'clock against Northern Illinois. The women hit the road as they traveled to Muncie, Indiana to take on Ball State. The Rockets were behind early. They could not find their rhythm, shooting only 44% from the field. They trailed by 12 at halftime. The Rockets made the second half interesting by going on a 14-6 run and trimming the deficit to 3, but it was not enough. The Rockets missed 3 shots in the final minute and had a turnover to seal the victory for the Cardinals, snapping a short 2-game win streak for the Rockets. That's it for sports, guys. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Zach.
Well, that's it for UT10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT10 reporters, go to our website at ut10news.com.
And remember, you can watch the live stream of our newscast production every Tuesday at noon on our YouTube channel. For Kenny Cruz, Zach Gogol, and all of our crew, I'm Madison Humphrey. Have a great spring break. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more news from the UT campus.